Well, we are advancing out of the Euro Cup group stages. We're still clinging to a top 4 spot in Ligue 1, and for the most part, we've been pretty healthy. Is this the episode that all comes to a crashing halt? Could be. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 61. Well, my birthday was not too long ago, and my wife, being the lovely person she is, got me a new microphone and a microphone stand. I've been using it for about maybe 10 days now, but I've also been fiddling around with it quite a bit, which probably explains the lack of consistency in the past few videos when it comes to sound and whatnot. Hopefully you guys haven't noticed. I tend to notice that sort of thing. I think I've got it set up now to where I like it, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to be constantly fiddling with this till I think I have it right. That said, one thing I haven't been fiddling with is how well the team has been doing. We've been doing really well. After beating Anderlecht and Montpellier, we lost to Marseille 2-1. Frank had a penalty kick in the 3rd minute, but this game was a bunch of missed chances, to be honest with you. We had 7 shots, 5 on target. Marseille had 16 and 7. This was a very typical SC Bastia game. We counterattacked. We took what they ought. Well, more often than not, we took what they gave us. We hit them on the long ball a couple of times. We had a couple of really good chances. As you can see, we have one go wide here, and then Lucien Marin and Lyle Foster had a couple of really good chances from in close. We held Marseille. It's going to sound odd saying this. We held Marseille to 16 shots, 7 on target. But you'll notice the vast majority of those shots, at least half of them, came from outside the box. And that's due to the fact we were pressing a little bit higher, we were engaging a little bit higher. The Bergman goal in the 8th minute was nice. The Mounier goal in the 56th minute was just... It was from... I think this is the one here. No, it's the Bergman goal. And the Mounier goal was from just outside the box. They were both long-distance goals. They were both hard shots. We should have got more from this game. We had a 57% possession advantage. We were a much better team technically on the field. We just... I like the fluid counterattacking style. I've got the personnel for a fluid counterattacking team, but something tells me if we want to stay top 4, we're going to have to switch that up and go a lot more direct. Well, after losing to Marseille at home, we were away at RC Lens, and we won 2-1 thanks to goals by Bernade and Marin. We were then away at Anderlecht, and I thought this was going to be a classic trap game for us. Instead, we absolutely bossed them 5-0. Frank a goal, Marin a goal, Armand a goal, Marjman a goal, Bernade a goal. This was hands down probably the best game we've played all season. 21 shots, 11 on target, and they're 9-2. And yes, this does include the Besiktas games where we absolutely bossed them. We had so many chances this game, it was not even funny. 1 clear-cut chance, 3 half chances, which frankly, you need to triple those numbers at least. If you look at all the shots we had, how they're not counting some of those as clear-cut chances and half chances is just beyond me. I mean, as a matter of fact, we had 4 chances from outside the box, one of which was Marjman's shot. The 53rd minute was an absolute screamer. Anderlecht was on the back foot starting the game. They stayed there all game. After halftime, they really didn't put on much of a fight. They had 7 shots in the first half. They had 2 the second half. We absolutely bossed them. And I think it was after this game that we ended up clinching Group B. Let me check that here real quick. Yeah, it's possible. Well, we've qualified. At the very least, we've qualified. If Arsenal beat us, we're tied, but we'll still finish first based on goal differential unless Arsenal beats us by 7, which, is entirely possible. It's FM. Anything can happen. After Anderlecht, we were home against Monaco, and we drew with them 2-2 thanks to goals by Lucien Marin and Armand No's goal in the 83rd minute tied it up for us. Frank had a missed penalty kick in the 10th minute that the Monaco keeper, Knops, made a really good save on. Pellegrini got Monaco off to a flying start with a goal in the 11th minute. Again, this was your typical SC Bastia game. Monaco had a lot of shots and some on target. They had a lot off target, no clear-cut chances. We had 13 shots, 6 on target. We had 3 clear-cut chances and 2 half chances, a slight possession advantage. And we just... Knops was really good in goal for them today. At least I think it was Knops. Let me check that out here real quick. Formation. Yeah, it was Knops. He's a good young keeper. He's probably one of the better young keepers in the game. And he made some really nice saves. Their defense clamped down when they really needed to. This was a win. We gave it away. Frank missed a penalty kick in the 10th minute. And we just never really recovered from it. We were content to hit them on the counter. And we got lucky a couple of times. I don't know. It seems we're doing this too much where we're throwing victories away against the good teams. I don't know. I'm going to have to start watching some more of these games on extended highlights and see if there's something that I'm missing somewhere. That said, we're not watching today's game on extended highlights. We are playing Olympique Lyon, who are currently 3rd in Ligue 1. We are 4th on 29 points. If we win, we draw even with Lyon. Marseille is in 2nd place with 39 points, a point behind PSG, who is still undefeated. Frank still leads us with 11 goals. Kane Wilson has the highest rating now, 7.46. Lucien Marin, 6 assists, leads the team. Andre Soldevia, 93% completion rate. Frank, 3 players of the match award. Bernade, 7 yellow cards. Our 25 goals are 5th highest. Our 14 goals are 4th best. We're 5th highest in yellow cards. We're middle of the pack with attendance, which is where we're going to be until we get a larger stadium, but I'm not too worried about that. Now, as you can see, the league's kind of closed up a little bit. There isn't a huge discrepancy between the teams anymore. We've got teams down to 14th place, or 13th place rather, on 18 points. You know, the top 3 teams, well, I would like to include the top 6 teams, but the fact that Havre and Lille are as close as they are, this season is going to be a little bit more of a dogfight than I thought. So we had our Coup de League 4th round draw. We are facing OGC Nice, and then our French Cup 9th round game is not until the beginning of January. So I'm going to check the best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back for the game against Lyon in just a bit. We are away at Lyon, and we are playing our 4-1-2-3 with the defensive midfielder Ramirez in goal, Salibi, Panzo, Cristiano, and Wilson as the defensive back 4, Soldevia as the defensive midfielder behind Bernade and Marjman, Frank and Armand up top as the attacking midfielders, and Lucien as the striker. I'm sitting Afonso simply because I need to get Marjman a little bit more playing time, and it's his turn of the rotation, to be honest with you. We've got Arsenal coming up in 3 days. I want to have a mostly healthy team for that. And then 3 days after we play Arsenal, we have Nancy. Now, Nancy is the 20th team in Ligue 1, but that doesn't mean I want to lose to them. So, depending on what happens in this game, we may play a rotated side against Arsenal. We'll have to wait and see. Aouar, corner kick in. Denayer hits a player and it bounces in. Guys, what the heck happened there? Ramirez got a hand on it. It bounced off of whoever the number 5 player is and went in. Dudes. A very quiet first half. That goal by Lyon is the only highlight other than the Bernade goal. Now D. Kitty with the throw-in sends it right to Frank, though. Bernade to Soldevia. Back to Bernade. Or to Panzo. Sends it forward towards No, who gets the ball. Oh! A hard shot. Just pushed it wide left. Oh, Diallo knocks away from Marin. Denayer has it up to Aouar. To Reyes. Kragovic has the ball. Skirts one player to the other. Everton. Son of a guys. Come on. What gives? Who is that? Marjman made a play on the... Oh, Soldevia made a play on the ball and just got beat like a redheaded stepchild. Better turn up the second half, fellas. Lyon, 6 shots, 3 on target. We've had 2 shots, none on target. They've had 2 gifts of goals. Just, we're making it too easy for them. This is going to be one of those games. We are 60 minutes in. There have been no highlights this second half. And it's a good thing we're doing double live comms now. Otherwise, this episode would be all of maybe 8 minutes long after editing. Islamner is going to come in for Sotavia. Sousa is going to come on and replace Bernade. And Mattis Flores is going to come on and replace Wilson. He is back from his injury. He is my primary backup at defensive right back now. We've had all of 3 shots. That is just not good enough, guys. Come on. 4 shots, 1 finally on target. Oh, what a horror show of a game. Unreal. Excuse me, had to cough there. Cristiano holds it up, sends it to Flores. Dispossessed by Kragovic. Of course he is. Awar to Pineda. Up to Reyes. Out to Skopintsev, who is all alone on the left. Sends it in. Salibi knocks it away, but it goes right to Diakite. To Awar. Back to Diakite. To Pavon. And that is the game. Son of a... We just absolutely rolled over. Unfrickin' believable, guys. Better be fired up. If it weren't for the fact we're playing Arsenal in 3 days, I'd have you practicing the next 9 sessions. In other news, our under-19 team is doing really well in the Gambardella Cup. I think they're in the 4th round. Frank is injured, out 1 to 3 days. Press conference. Okay, I'm going to do the press conference, and we're going to come back for the Arsenal match. Hopefully I'll still have guys left alive after I run them into the ground in training. Well, today we are away at Arsenal, and we are playing our 4-1-2-3. Ramirez in goal, Salibi, Ponzo, Cristiano, and Wilson as the defensive back 4, Soldevilla as the defensive midfielder behind Bernade and Sousa, Zadas and No as the attacking midfielders, and Marin up top as the striker. Frank tweaked his knee last game. He was at like 85%, so I'm not starting him. Zadas is coming off his own injury. He's good for about 45 to 60 minutes. However, he's happy because he just signed a new contract. Frank also signed a new contract, which makes me wonder if he's just not faking the injury so he doesn't have to really exert himself. Maybe he's trying to build up his strength to carry the wallet that has all the money we just paid him in it. I did not see that incorrectly. They're playing Tonali as defensive center back. That's interesting. He's a capable defensive center back, but he's one of the best young defensive midfielders in the game, so why would you play him at defensive center back? Ponzo knocks it forward. Tonali gets it. Holgate back to Tonali. Runs forward, taps it up to Traore. It's dispossessed, but Martins is going to stop him from going out of bounds. Fernando's there. Another soft goal. Guys, come on. Ponzo with a great tackle, but Martins just took the opportunity. Well, Marin just picked up an injury, but he's coming back from it. Thompson from outside the box. Wilson knocks it away. Bernade's going to get there. Sends it up to no one in particular. Fernandez runs it down for Arsenal. Smith Rowe has it. Back to Fernandez. Sends all the way back to Rulli. Up into the crowd. Knocked down. Fernando has it. Smith Rowe. Off the crossbar. Good grief. He ran around 3 of my players. Corner kick. Zada sends it in. Knocked down. And no. Sends it hard left. And just outside. Ramirez sends it forward. Zadas knocks it down, but it goes to Traore. Over to Fernando. Up to Olmo. Son of a... I mentioned in the intro this could be where it all comes crashing to a halt. Usually when I say stuff like that, the opposite happens, but not this time. You know what, we're a little past 60 minutes in, we're going to make some changes. Martin is going to come off. Foster is going to come on. Malangu is going to come on for Zadas. Pieri is going to come on for Ponzo. Pieri with the throw in. Martin steps in front of it, but goes right to Celebi. Crosses it in towards No. Knocked down. Boadu has it. Cristiano is going to get there. Taps it to Wilson, who's dispossessed by Boadu. Boadu? Oh, I didn't see his first name. Rulli brings it up towards Traore. Knocked down. Nicolo. Back to Traore. Dispossessed. Malangu. Goes wide. Oh, gets by Nicolo. Takes the shot right at Rulli. Guy, come on. I think it was the first time in a long time. This is going to be back-to-back losses for us. I am not happy. Salibi to Soldavia. Back to Salibi. Game's going to end here soon. Afonso. We're just playing keep away. Malangu. Crosses it in. Goes right to Rulli. These were both winnable games. I'm waiting for the whistle to blow. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. There it goes. 2-0. Back-to-back defeats. Back-to-back shutouts. Everybody had a subpar game. I don't believe that 7.0 for Ramirez in the slightest. Guys, I'm getting tired of yelling at you. Good news is we got Nancy in 3 days, and they're the last team in League One, so we should win. If we don't, I'll be highly, highly upset. Marin's out 4 to 7 weeks. Okay, we got Foster. We should be okay. So what are we going to do? You know what? We're going to take a nice long break and come back for the Kudu League 4th round match against OGC Nice and Amiens. You know what? Let me continue here real quick. Well, as it stands, we and Arsenal are both qualifying out of the group. We're 12 points. We have a +2 goal differential on them. We're playing Cluj next. Who are they playing? Anderlecht. I don't know. Normally I would say Anderlecht has a chance, but given the fact that we thumped them, it's going to be interesting. I'd like to think we can win the group. I mean, we're still qualifying out of it, but I'd much rather win the group. So, that is what we're going to do. You know what? No, we're not going to do Nice and Amiens. You know what we'll do? We'll come back. No, yeah, we are going to do Nice and Amiens. What am I thinking? There's no reason to play Cluj as a live com. So, yeah, we're going to come back for OGC Nice and Amiens. We'll probably have the French Cup 9th round off camera and then come back for Havre. So, good grief. A couple of very, very subpar performances by the guys. I have no idea why that happened. And we've been on a pretty good run. Our form has been pretty good. Is it a hangover from the Anderlecht game? I mean, we gave our all against Monaco, and we held them to a credible draw. But getting beat 2-0 in back-to-back games is just... Hopefully a game against Nancy will get ourselves right. Like I've said, they're the last team in League One. If we can't get a credible result against them, then we've got problems. So, if you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer as best as I can. My name's FM19, and I thank you for watching the Return Out Gloria to SC Bastia, episode 61.